Can you hear me, babe? I don't really understand.
Hello? You don't hear me? Really? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Really? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Really? Oh, I should post on Instagram. Can you still hear me? Really? Oh my God. No, you can try again. Hey guys, oh, now can you hear
Oh, I
me?
can hear you now.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
I don't know why. Maybe it's because I was listening to music earlier and it connected through the. I don't
Oh,
know.
I should post to Instagram really quick. All right, give me 1 second, everybody. Let's see if this totally breaks the call. Oh no, I think it's gonna work. Yes, two things, two birds, one stone.
Should I click on the questions? I can hear him making his Instagram post. Sounds like
Oh
an
my God,
idiot.
I just swipe up. I'm so bad. Web link?
I can hear you.
Stereo. What was the link? Give me a second. This is great. I'm doing some superior multitasking right now.
William is so good at social media.
You want to play a question? You have control. You can
Okay.
click.
Yeah, what's up, girl? There you go.
What was that?
Gibberish.
What
Nice
the
to
hell was that?
gibberish. Hi.
That kind of sounded like John.
Are you a boomer?
Am I a boomer?
Did you say are
Um,
you a boomer or why are you a boomer?
I think I'm just gonna assume they said, "Are you a boomer?"
Oh, because you were struggling with internet. Like we were both
No,
struggling.
no, no. I'm not struggling.
We both were struggling. We're not good at social media because we're not super active on social media because we're trying to get better. So no booming here.
Oh, okay, and I'm direct messaging
That's
people
so
right now too.
peeing.
I'm doing great right now.
No, that's so gross. That's so peeing.
What?
I just
Someone
played with it. It's just someone peeing.
There's someone sent audio of them peeing.
Prove
That's
you still
awesome.
have the 10-gallon hat. And
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
will you ever do any more RC remote control video
Yeah.
things anymore, like the remote control car videos?
Yes.
Yeah, so I recorded a video. I honestly, okay. I don't know what the symptoms of ADHD are, but I have a very one-track mind and I'll work on something for a while. And if I don't just get it out, it'll sit forever unfinished. And one of those projects was I went to a combat robotics event and we built a 1 pound. I think it was a 1 pound, maybe it was less than a pound robot.
Don't ask me. I wasn't there.
Well, I'm speculating. And we filmed it and it's a video and I just never finished it because we moved. This is when we moved when we moved out of the house that we got kicked out of. And I just didn't finish it. And then it like got too far away and I like forgot to So anyways, there's literally an RC combat robot video it's pretty cool. And I didn't finish it and I should finish it. There's another one I want to do too of like a childhood invention, like an idea I had when I was a kid. Um, I don't think I'll be able to find any like notepads or drawings of it. That'd be a miracle. I mean, it might be in storage or something, but um, it's a RC car that's also a submarine. It's like I want like the wheels to flop out and the wheels spin like they would normally, except they're rotating, sticking out of the car now, and there's propellers in them. Yeah, so I want to do that. I like RC stuff. Thanks for the question.
Girl, don't post that Instagram. It gonna break the live. Do not post that Instagram. It gonna break the live.
I did it. I did it. It worked. Did it? I think it worked. Let's see. Is the story there? I feel like camera, like pulling.
William, you just clicked on something
I did.
and you played something, but then it didn't work.
Oh, whatever.
How is the BattleBot doing, and do you plan on making repairs to it? And personally and honestly, I don't really care if you do or not because you bought it in the first place. It's your property and you can treat it how you want to. I just think it's funny that people are losing their crap over such a thing. And yes, it's a BattleBot, but it's his BattleBot. He bought it, But I'm just curious as if what you will do other than, it being really expensive and having to replace a bunch of custom parts.
I'm gonna fix it.
Jesus.
I'm gonna fix it. It's a little bit broken right now after we destroyed the office with it.
Correct.
The bolts that hold the right track, like that whole pod to the main body, they're either loose or stretched or something. So I have to get in there and tighten those because the whole tread pod like kind of wiggles a little bit. And the motor driver for the lifter broke. It's a H bridge or dual H bridge, and it's one side of the bridge is broken because the motor will spin backwards, but it won't spin forward. So that's lovely. I don't even know how it happened. I mean, maybe we just pushed it too. We didn't push it too hard. I don't know. I have no idea.
William, the question was, are you going to do more stuff with it?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna fix it. That's what I said.
Are you a boomer?
Oh my God. Did you say why am I a boomer? Is another boomer? What boomer thing did I do?
The beginning of this call was very boomer, William, with both
Oh,
of
it
us.
just didn't work. It just wasn't working.
Yeah, but it came off as very boomer from like I understand that comment. Next.
Oh, that's well, everybody's a boomer. Yes. Boop. Did he fart? Was that a fart?
I think it went boop.
Hi, Billiam in Clensley.
I'm literally cleaning right now while doing this because it makes me feel better.
Do you have any plans on making a new Jimmy Neutron video, like building something for him or like something?
Yeah, I'm open to ideas. Someone had the idea to train him to play the piano, like a keyboard, and then I think Look Mom No Computer did that with his cat. He didn't like have a lot of success with it though. I think that he may have spent less time training the cat than he should have because it's one of those things where the robot is like the quick part and the actual training is the long part because it takes a lot of um what not like reformation. What would you say? Like confirmation, like doing it over and over again, Chelsea?
I like watching you try to figure out the English language.
Well, I like numbers, not words.
Repetition.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
That's the word you were looking for.
Reaffirm, like reaffirming the behavior.
Oh, you're talking about like for cat training?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that doesn't sound right. Reaffirmation
Anyways,
sounds
if anyone has
incorrect.
ideas for videos we could do with Jimmy Neutron, I'm all ears.
Do you have plans making a new Jimmy Neutron video, like building something for him?
Why is it doing the same calls twice? Maybe it's just confusing.
Hey, do you believe in ghosts? And if yes, do you have any ghost stories?
I don't think there's anything as ghosts. I think that there's things that people think are ghosts, but aren't ghosts. There's definitely been some creepy stories of like sounds, where you hear something and you try to figure out what the sound is and whatnot. I don't know. What about you, Chelsea?
I mean, I've never had an experience, but I also I had a cousin growing up, who was like super into that stuff. So she'd always try to scare me. So I was very scared of it, but also never had an experience. But she freaked me out with her stories.
Wow. That's like bullying.
Yeah, she also tried to give me a swirly.
When will we see the skunk with roller skates?
Oh my God. It's
Oh, it's like in the garage, and I really keep reminding him, and then he's been very distracted with the battle bot. So thank you for the reminder.
I have gotten very bad at I've gotten very bad at just like doing things because YouTube has it's gotten a little bit more difficult to get people to like the algorithm is always changing. And so I get very paranoid with certain ideas. It's almost like I feel like every idea has to be a really good idea. Not saying that all my ideas are good ideas,
Correct,
but
they're not.
it's like the pressure keeps me from just starting stuff that I should just do it. Also, I feel like COVID has kind of messed everything up. It just makes everything more difficult.
What do you think of the Raspberry Pi Pico? Do you think it will replace your Arduinos in future projects?
I bought 10 of them. I don't know. It looks cool. The problem with Arduino though is Arduino is so like established and there's so much documentation and libraries for hardware specifically meant for Arduino. So it's like you can buy this sensor and buy that sensor and the libraries like just work and you can easily find them. I think the Pico basically has a lot of work to catch up to get to that point. But it's awesome. It's a badass little thing. Like I'm impressed. I haven't actually programmed it so far, but looking at the specs and reading about it, like it seems really cool. I want to try to start using them. I bought some Teensies too. I think Teensies are probably one of the best things you can buy right now from like a performance and cost standpoint. But the Pico is just horrendously cheap. So, what do you think, Chelsea?
I like when you try new things.
Have you seen Michael recently, or has he just been being a boomer?
Oh my
You talked
God,
to him the other
Michael!
day.
I haven't seen Michael.
But it's because, well, definitely, we don't live nearby him right now. Like with COVID and everything, we moved further away. And then also, you've talked to him on the phone.
Yeah, just when he needs help with something.
Yeah, pretty much. But what are you going to do? He's a squirrel.
Squirrel brain. Yeah, I think last time I saw him was February of last year. It's a year ago now. And then from then it was like probably 6 months before that. So I've seen him once in a year and a half.
When are you gonna do some more laser cutting? We missed those videos.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Wait, you have a friend that has a laser cutter at his house, right, Cameron?
I do, but the whole point of laser cutting is it's convenient and fast. And so having to like go somewhere to do it kind of takes away that both of those things. We have the giant printer too, though, but that sucks for print. I hate printing big things. It's a nightmare. I don't know.
Will, what was the thing that inspired you most to make you do what like you're doing today?
Uh,
What are those toys called your mom bought you as a kid?
Legos?
No, the other ones, like the
Vex?
yeah.
I mean, I would say that it was like from being a kid, like Legos are great. I don't really as of recently realize how expensive Legos actually are, but I think Legos are a very, very good way
Thanks,
of
William's mom.
yeah, thanks, Mom. Legos are a good way of exploring, mechanics and allowing you to build things without really having to do the hard part of building stuff. And that kind of maybe helped to stimulate me doing stuff creatively and then like trying to make my own stuff with like hot glue. And I used to have a bin full of like paper towel roll tubes, like the cardboard tubes and like all sorts of just like materials. Those are more like arts and crafts stuff, but like to try to build stuff out of them. And then from Mythbusters, I think from like an entertainment perspective was a big influence. And then I just like making videos. I don't know why. I think it probably lines up with just making things. Like I like making things, and
Yeah.
videos
And
are a thing that you can
did
make
you
that,
do any film stuff before high school when you took film in high school?
yeah, I used to make little stop motion animations. I actually could probably find some of them. We have all the cassettes, right? Unless they burned.
Yeah, we do.
We do have the cassettes. Okay. Um, and then just mixing the two together is like it's fun to make videos because making a video is it's like it's like engineering kind of, but it's like more artistic. And then making actual like science and engineering building stuff and then putting the two together.
William was like that kid in high school who anytime there was like a project, he would always do like a video and go above and beyond with it. And I always was in his group because he did a lot of work.
Wow, freeloader.
Did you ever give away the tungsten cube? I would literally pay for shipping for the UK. I want it so much.
You said a tungsten cube?
Yeah.
No, it's my
William,
tungsten cube.
that is William's favorite thing. I would say like favorite thing that he has like done a video, bought, whatever. He uses that so much. It's actually pretty funny.
Every time someone comes over, I show it to them.
But you like use it all the time for like random things that no one in their like right mind would use it for.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's just really cool. You can buy a small one for a couple $100. Like the big one is just atrocious. You can get like a cube. So Nile Red bought a 1-inch cube of tungsten for, I think it was like $100 or $200. You can also buy tungsten carbide. You can buy end mills, used end mills that are very, very, very heavy. And then basically it's the same exact thing. Get your own cube. This one's mine.
So, do you know if Michael Reeves is just hibernating or not? And if not, are you guys ever going to work on a project together again?
So this is the funny thing with Michael is that we really have only ever worked on one project together. And that was when he came out, when we first hung out. He was doing a job in LA and he came up and we built the hot dog condiment dispenser and the anti-swearing machine. And it's like it can be really hard to work on projects with other people because like if you want to do something cool that takes time, like it kind of takes quite a large portion of both people's time to make two videos because you have to kind of do two different things. With the swearing machine, we were smart, and so we came up with two ideas that kind of relied on the same hardware and code. So it was like detecting words, and then actuating some electronics. And so in his case, it was detecting swears, and in my case, it was detecting like hot dog condiments.
Yeah, obviously both are really important things for modern society.
Exactly. So like one of the things I wanted to do, I wish it could happen. It's kind of hard to get Michael to work on stuff, and that's part of the problem. He just wants to do his own thing. But the one thing I really wanted to do that I still wish we would have done is I was working on a project that he was had a laser galvos, like a really quick moving laser pointer, and then you could put a high power laser on it. And then Mr. Beast did that balloon thing, that like Mario Kart balloon thing where people played airsoft, like YouTubers played airsoft, and they would try to pop each other's balloons, and the last team with balloons left would win. And I was like, man, we should build this laser to pop balloons and try to like go and do this competition and like absolutely obliterate everybody. Like have some computer vision recognize the balloons and then point the laser at the balloons and pop the balloons. You would just absolutely obliterate people. That didn't happen though.
Yeah.
This message is for Caretaker. What kind of hobbies do you have?
I really love reading.
Yelling at William.
Yeah, yelling at that's like a part of my life though. Like I have to do that, right? But for pleasure, I love reading. I'm a big reader, and I enjoy exercising a lot. I like recently, actually, typical COVID, I've gotten really into cooking. I used to only like baking, but now I actually like cooking. Those are some things. I like being outside.
You used to paint, and they don't paint anymore.
Yeah, William is like mean though. When I paint, he's really critical.
No.
He definitely has done that a few times, and it makes me not want to paint around him.
Oh my God. You make me sound like a monster.
You are.
When are you gonna do some more egg drops?
I just have to edit. I'll edit I'm afraid. Would it sound weird if I told people I was afraid of posting YouTube videos to my own channel? I'm just like always afraid of posting videos, and it makes me feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I feel like the expectations are too high, and like no matter what I do, people complain. I just need to not read comments is what I need to do. But there's three egg
Yes.
yolks that haven't been posted. Yeah,
You
but
also should not be on Twitter and
it's
writing so many.
frustrating. It's frustrating because it's like, I want to like I feel the more people that watch the videos, the more like pressure there is to do good. Like, when you have a small channel and it's niche and like the people that find it watch it and like it, it's great. But when you've been doing it for a while, you start accumulating a very wide variety, like different types of audiences who subscribe for different types of videos. And so like it just people always complain. They always complain. And then YouTube does a really good job of like telling you, oh, you did a good job here, or you did a bad job here. And like everybody I know and talk to has that same situation of like, oh, this video was not doing well, and then YouTube rubbed it in my face, and I don't know what I did wrong. Is the thumbnail bad? Is the title bad? Anyways, that's where I'm at.
Is there a Discord server?
Yes.
There is. I have no idea how to tell you to find it. You can find it sometimes on the subreddit, the r/William Osman subreddit. I think they sometimes delete it though. There's two subreddits. There's one subreddit that was made for Carp Tank, which I haven't done another episode of that because the video didn't perform great the first time. So now I'm scared of doing it again. It caught up, but for a while it was like the worst performing video I'd posted in a long time. There is another one that is way smaller that I hang out in more. It's the one my Patreon is connected to. So actually, if you the easiest way to get into that one is just go on Patreon. Even $1 will get you into it. And then you could, if you only want to just get in, then you could just cancel it, and then you'll be in the regular Discord. Otherwise, it kind of stays locked down and stop too many people from getting into it.
Yo, how was
Yo.
your day?
Good. We watched WandaVision. We had McDonald's, which they have they shamelessly copied Chick-fil-A with their new chicken sandwich. It's kind of hilarious. It's like the same packaging. It's like exactly the same. It's a total Chick-fil-A ripoff. It's pretty good though. Not as good as Chick-fil-A, but what else did we do?
Well, I can't speak for you, but I worked out. I cleaned up because Alan was over here yesterday. So I did some cleaning in the house from the video. And
Oh yeah,
Neutron and I
we
played.
played with a giant sword yesterday.
Yeah, Neutron and I played a lot. He's very talented at catching his toys.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do any more BattleBot videos?
Yeah, I gotta slow down on them. People just get mad when I do too many of the same thing in a row. And so I have to do some other stuff first. I want to like upgrade it. But I have to like upgrade and fix it. But then I have to work on other stuff. Anyways, I'm losing my mind slowly, so thanks for asking.
Yeah, but he will.
It will. I just can't do too much of it or people get. This is what I'm saying. Like, I have no idea. I've done 3 this year, but I've also posted a couple other videos. People still get mad. They're like, you only do this, you only do that, and that's why I need to stop reading the comments.
Yes.
Are you and Peter Schriepel going to be doing any more collabs together? I'd be interested in to see that. I think it'd be pretty cool.
I think so. We have one idea. This is never going to happen, but we talk all the time. The problem with these science videos, though, is they take so damn long. And like, if you're hanging out with somebody like on the other side of the country, and you like want to make a project, like it could take a week to do something. And it's like, well, how long are you gonna stay there? You're gonna stay there for 2 weeks? Like, are you gonna hang out? Are you just gonna make YouTube videos? Are you gonna do both? Like, it can sort of get a little bit complicated depending on how complex of a project you're working on or a collaboration. But one of the things I want to do that we've been actually talking a lot about lately is a helicopter, like buying a kit helicopter and building it or like converting it to electric or something. So we've been doing a lot of research on batteries and actually fuel cells too, because I never realized it, but gasoline is super power dense compared to batteries. Like a tank of gas in a car is like what, maybe 10 to 15 gallons, and that weighs about 100 pounds full. So full tank of gas is like 100 pounds. Do you know how much a Tesla battery weighs? 1,200 pounds. Batteries are literally 10 times heavier than gasoline, and the weight stays the same as you drive. And so, gas, you lose weight as you drive because you're burning the gas, but the battery pack you're always dragging around with you. I didn't realize this until doing this math, and it turns out that airplanes are absolutely not good targets for battery power. It's too much weight. So we've been looking at a bunch of stuff. We've been looking at fuel cells, which are pretty cool. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe something like that, or we just hang out and do more like casual stuff. I don't know. Peter's fun.
Have you met Michael and Lily recently?
No, last February, right before coronavirus, Playlist Live in Florida was the last time I saw them. Actually, it was the first time I met Lily. And the last time I've seen them since.
Yo, William, can I tell you a joke?
Yeah, is it going to be the next one?
This is a question
No.
for both of you. What is the first thing you're going to do when lockdown ends completely?
Travel. We
Yeah.
want to go back to Japan really bad.
Chelsea is going to get vaccinated very soon, so that's
because I'm a
exciting.
teacher.
Yeah, I think the problem with like my thoughts are that like lockdown ending is like super vague. So like this stuff happens really quickly, but it's very difficult to normalize again because you have to decide like what is safe and what is this, and the government has to tell you what to do. But like everything's going to be a very slow transition. And so I'm not really sure. I don't really know how it's going to work. It's not just gonna be like one day everything is you can do everything you used to do. It's just gonna be like this very, very slow and gradual thing. I don't know.
But we definitely we really want to go back to Japan when that's deemed safe for
I want to go
us.
back to Australia too. Last time when I went to Australia with iDubbbz, I did a thing, Boy in a Band and Max, and we all got sick, or I think they all got the flu. It was like a really bad flu, and I kind of got it. And it was kind of a miserable experience, and we like barely did anything because everyone was like literally shut in their rooms for like 2 days straight with like migraines. It was a nightmare. It was so bad. I really want to do that again, but not without the sickness. Not down with the sickness.
Yo, William, I'm electrical engineering from Canada and I'm going through a shit ton of exams. I just want to say that your videos are helping me go through all this shit. And also, can I tell you a joke?
Yes, you can tell me a joke.
And that's awesome.
Yeah, I do not envy those exams. Man, it gives me anxiety. Finals were like the worst. The absolute worst. Like school is okay, but finals are, I swear to God, take like actual years off of people's lives. It's so stressful. I hated it so much. Yeah, so my condolences or whatever, sympathy, empathy.
Do you think Peter Striple would be able to make the BattleBot fly?
Yeah, I think so. It weighs 250 pounds, and he's definitely probably lifted 250 pounds before. So I think so. I think it would be tough. You'd be pushing the limits of, like it would be very expensive. You're gonna need really big motors. You're gonna need really big props. You're gonna need really big batteries, but it could be done. But the machine would probably, I don't know, it would weigh a lot. The whole thing would, I don't even know. Because he did the sled, he did the flying sled, and I think he got in it, which is insane. So probably.
The biggest problem is, would you want him to do that? And I think the answer is probably no.
No, it would be such a like.
He would destroy it.
It would, well, I don't know. They're pretty robust. Depends on how high you dropped it from.
Yeah, so when I was in my freshman year in high school, we had a science fair project, and I chose to power a car, an RC car with lemons because I thought, if it worked with a
Oh,
clock, why not a
pain.
car? It's powering a motor. And unfortunately, uh, it didn't work out.
Yes,
It
yes,
was
yes.
I tried an avocado, a lemon, all these different fruits, and I said, all right, my hypothesis was that the more acidic fruits would turn out good, but you know, I eventually had to fudge the data, and my
Like
my
all
partner and
scientists.
I uh, actually got away with it. But there
Yeah,
was
that's
one lady that was very suspicious, and she gave us the look of suspicion. But you know, it wasn't even maybe a couple months after that you came out with your lemon video and everything was wrong.
yeah, that's a classic middle school science fair project. I remember I did mine on like thinking back on it too, it's so stupid. Um how many blades on a propeller makes the propeller better? Which is kind of it's a real I think personally, I think that's a great question from a middle schooler. But boy, was I absolutely not anywhere near prepared enough to answer the question. Um I don't even remember what my actual answer was, but I definitely would have fudged the data there too, probably. Because my thought probably would have been like six plays. I think what I did is I found these little like toys at like the dollar store or something. It was like these little fan. I don't even remember what they were. It was something that had like little crappy fan blades, and I just like snipped the blades off of them, and then did like a rubber band airplane, but like tied to a string, and so you'd like wind it up and let it spin and see which one went further. So it's like kind of a good experiment, but also actually like a really bad experiment because it doesn't actually answer the question. It's just like very specific to that one specific propeller. And I think the actual answer for that is the less propellers you have, the more efficient it becomes. And then, there's going to be like a whole variety of reasons as to why you would want more propellers or less propellers. Because there's even like single bladed propellers that exist, and I think those are the most efficient. But then they come with a bunch of consequences of like you need a counterweight, and they become really big and like long and big propellers. I'm not 100% exactly sure, but I think this is a general overview is if you want to get more thrust in a smaller area, you need more blades. Um, but yeah, I remember there was another experiment that some other kids did that was like just putting something in your gas tank give you better gas mileage or something. I don't remember. And it was totally exactly that, but they just made it up. They just totally BS'd it.
I don't even remember what my middle school science fair project. I just remember doing it with
How do you not remember? I actually would love to know what you did.
I'm really racking my brain this whole time you've been talking. I haven't been listening to you, and I've been trying to think about what it was. I just remember who it was with, and I remember what we ate. I remember going to Corrales and getting burritos every time we worked on it.
Oh, I have a really bad
I
one.
have other memories that I can't share also.
I have one of my friends, his middle school project, it was something to do with like mice, and they like ate each other. Isn't that
Okay,
cool?
next question.
Like his experiment went horribly wrong, and the like mice and rats started just like killing each other. Okay, cool.
What's your Myers-Briggs personality type?
I don't know. I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the answer.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's just like a psychological test you can take.
Oh, I'm like whatever CD is type A controlling.
I'm a Gemini.
I'm whatever means controlling.
Oh God.
Yeah. Did you ever give away the tungsten cube? Because I really, really want it.
Oh, we already had that question.
Is
There's
it
a repeat.
recycling? Oh.
I think that some of the questions.
Do you know what myopic means?
Myopic. Oh, okay. Do I remember what it means? Myopic means. Oh my God. How do I not remember what it means?
Has to do with your eyes.
No, it was from the article, from the watermelon article.
Oh, like she
Like
used it as a
myopic
synonym?
nonsense or something. Like maybe it was like short-sighted or something.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Their water. That was such a ridiculous article.
Yeah.
Did you ever give away the tungsten cube? Because
Oh my
I'd love
God.
to have it. I would pay for shipping to like Europe for it. It'd be brilliant. Also, make more cat videos, please.
I think it's happening. I think that stereo makes it a little bit confusing if you've submitted a question and you're not sure if it hasn't been played yet, you just assume that it hasn't gone through. So that means we probably have a lot of questions to do.
Can you collab with Colin Furs?
Colin Furs, I feel like just sort of does whatever he wants. He's also so far away. Um, I mean, maybe it'd have to be like, yeah, I have to literally go to London or
Well,
England.
my cousins live in England, so if COVID's over, maybe one day.
Maybe one day. I'd be down. I don't have any like obvious immediate ideas though, but I'd be down.
Could you turn the BattleBot into a deadly guard dog controlled by Alexa?
I was thinking about I have this idea I really want to do where you take remember the sun facing hat video, which is probably one of my proudest accomplishments from a sensor standpoint, where you have two sensors divided with like a barrier and they try to point in a direction to equalize the readings coming to the sensors. I want to do that with these two thermal sensors that I have. So it's like they're like thermal, like single pixel sensors, kind of like one of those like laser heat gun things that you can find that like measures temperature. And I want to make it so there's two of those with a barrier, and it tries to like orient itself facing like the warmest object in the room, and then charging them. The problem with the BattleBot is it's freaking terrifying, and automating it in any way, shape, or form is freaking terrifying. So it would work really well with a Roomba. The BattleBot is just like, it's just scary. You'd have to really figure out how to make it like so you could disable any sort of automation in it with the transmitter and make sure that that's working really well. That's a good idea though. Dangerous. And why can't I click the button?
I think the word would be reinforcing. I'm not sure. Yeah, reinforcing the behavior sounds right to me.
Yeah, I think that's it. For the cat training reinforcement. That sounds right.
Oh, wow, love the cat ears.
Thank you.
Bell Delphine.
I made my own pair of auto chopsticks, and I was wondering if I could get a STL or a CAD file of yours.
Maybe. We have all the designs made to get them injection molded. I think I talked about this last time. So I guess I don't see any reason not to. I just kind of like I feel like conflicted putting the files up there. They're pretty easy to make too. So I mean, so you guys could copy them really easily. But because I really want to do a Kickstarter. We have everything to do it. I just need to like get my shit together and do it. Why am I so bad?
I just want to say hi.
Hi.
And what if you made Jimmy Neutron a YouTube channel?
What would I do on said YouTube channel? We want to actually we got bought a cat DNA test that we haven't done yet that I want to do. I just don't know, like it's like a second channel video, but I'm like, is it even a second channel video? Because then it just feels like a sponsored video where you're just like doing this branded cat DNA test. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Do you think there's other life in the universe, or has it all been wiped out by something that will eventually wipe out human life as well?
Oh, that's a question for Caretaker.
Why
I
is
feel like
it
you were doing just fine not talking.
I'm like folding laundry right now. Listening, I can multitask. I don't know. I don't really think about that. I think, is there potential for there to be life elsewhere? Yes, but I don't feel like I'm not like a sci-fi person who's gonna be like, oh, they're gonna come get us. Like, I don't think that's happening. But I do think that there's like capability of life elsewhere.
Yeah, I think there pretty much has to be some form of life somewhere, like whether it resembles something here or something completely new. Like I feel like it would almost be more impressive if there wasn't something similar. Um, because like space is wild, right? Like you think like, oh, where does like in your house, so you like a wall, like this is where my room ends. And when you go, outside, you're like, okay, this is where like my block ends. This is where my city ends. Like, oh, there's a river here. I can't cross it. Like that's where that like this kind of area ends. Like there's boundaries. Like human brains are so good at working with boundaries. And then you look at space and it's like, well, where does space end? It's like, well, it doesn't end. Like there's no boundaries. And so there's a, infinitely large number of possibilities. And if you don't have like a similar situation where some form of life can exist in infinite possibilities, like, it seems like it would be odd for there to not be life somewhere. It could just be little tiny, like crappy bacteria, store brand bacteria. And
The Lorax. Wait, no, not the Lorax. Lorax is about the trees. Like Horton Hears a Who.
also, what is life even?
Yeah, hi, it's the person who said, do you believe in ghosts? Just an add-on. I've actually seen one personally.
Really?
Really late at night, but I won't get into it. It's a long story.
Was it a sleep paralysis demon?
Oh yeah, that's a definite thing. And I was just talking about that with my kids this week, my students.
The human mind is very good at convincing itself of things. So I feel like because there's definitely been situations where like I have been like scared for weird reasons or like trying to figure like what is that noise? What is that this? What is that? And I think that it just for whatever reason your brain really likes to convince itself that something is real, even when it very well could just be not at all.
What's the status of the chicken nugget in the back of the Taurus?
It's
Oh
still
my God,
cooking.
bro, that thing is a freaking piece of concrete.
Yeah, it's doing great. Thriving.
Can I do a second channel video on that? I left chicken nugget in my car for 6 months, and then it's just like a 5-minute video, cutting it open and tasting it. What if I got like a whole McDonald's meal, and left it in my car for 6 months and made a video title, I left a McDonald's hamburger in my car for 6 months. Look at that. We're coming up with good YouTube
Haven't
ideas.
you seen
We're gonna
Super
piss off the
Size
com-
Me? It like would last.
Yeah, but you gotta repurpose all these videos. All these ideas, it can be redone.
Since people apparently are getting mad about the BattleBot, it'd be cool if you did a video where you like baited the internet like you did in the Tesla video, but you broke your BattleBot in some ridiculous way.
Make it look like I destroyed it. I'm just so scared of doing stuff like that. I hate dealing with it. People are just so nasty.
Do you plan on, or could you do another carp tank video?
Yeah, so there's actually enough material that was recorded for 2 more videos, I think. I think we did like 3 hours total. I kind of wanted to do it with other people, but then I also at the same time I feel bad doing Carp Tank if we don't like build some of the inventions, but at the same time I like, some of them were like very like public oriented of like get on a bus, with like the pregnancy one, like the pregnancy inflator or some of them like the height ones work pretty well. Like what was that one? It was like actuators in your shoes to make the person taller. And like that's one that would be kind of funny because Caretaker is shorter than me, so I could make her a pair of shoes that make her taller. But I also don't feel
actually that would be nice for like I can't reach the cabinets in the kitchen that are too tall. So
but then I just like I get so scared of like, oh, I do a video and it's got a cool invention of it, but like YouTube doesn't promote it at all. Like that's like I feel a lot of people have been struggling with this. I feel like no matter like they have to do like really impactful things, otherwise the videos don't get pushed at all. Like subscribers don't matter anymore. So the videos like have to be like they have to appeal to a super wide audience. And so I'm like terrified of doing a video of like I built like shoes that make you taller, and then it just like does poorly because it's like not a highly clickable topic. Like being forced to make good videos, not even good videos, just oh my god, it makes me want to bang my head against the wall. Anyways, yeah, I do want to do more carpeting. It's also just a lot of work.
When will you do your next egg drop? Because egg drops are funny. And will it be with somebody? Like, who will it be with?
So the three that we have are with Boy in a Band, but that was filmed at the house we got kicked out of. Then there's one with Caretaker. She has a black eye in it. Very funny.
I forgot about that.
And then there is one with I Did a Thing that we filmed at the same time as one we did with Caretaker. I don't know if those are good or not though, because that was the first we did those at the other house, the second house that Michael and I rented that he bailed on. And so it's a little bit different. So I don't know. We'll see. I haven't even actually seen them, I don't think.
We can always like redo the one with me.
Is that weird to post a video from like 2 years ago? Like, I feel so stupid.
What are you doing to keep Shane Dawson away from Jimmy Neutron?
Oh my God. I haven't seen anything. I feel like that guy just fell off the map. I keep the doors locked and the BattleBot turned on at all times to protect Jimmy Neutron from Shane Dawson's advances.
What kind of music do you listen to in your free time? I'm assuming it's not like mine, but if it is, then I would recommend Atlas.
Atlas?
Like the rapper Atlas.
I listen to a lot of like electronic stuff. Not like I don't want to say techno. I definitely am like I have a very like cheap taste in music. I just like to listen to stuff that kind of like gets me like energized. I like retro wave, like 80s. I love like 80s music, like sort of modern 80s music. Man, that's my favorite. Like kind of funky, but electronic. That's my jam. What about you, Caretaker? Taylor Swift.
I do love Taylor Swift. Yeah, I'm not that picky. I'll pretty much listen to anything. Taylor Swift is always in my repertoire, but also Miley Cyrus because that's me. But I love 90s music like that. If I'm in a bad mood or feel like sad, I put 90s music on, like especially like 90s alternative.
Yeah.
Are you and Peter planning a collab at all? I mean, I know it's COVID and all, but it'd be cool to see some videos with you guys again. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, we might. We're trying to figure out because Chelsea and I have antibodies, and so but it's still like frowned upon to travel, and so we're trying to figure out like how would you do a collaboration. I don't know. I really want to. I think that's what's like probably makes me the most sad is not being able to like go places and hang out with people and do stuff. Like everything is, you be way more careful than normal and like tiptoe around.
Lego also made Kinects, like an alternate version, but it didn't sell so good, so they had to scrap it.
I think I had Kinects. Was that really made by Lego? I didn't know that.
Flying Red Devil with Peter Striple when?
Oh God, you guys are literally gonna make a boulder fly. That's what that robot is.
When's the whole gang gonna hang together and do a video together?
I don't know. Whenever we don't get in trouble for hanging out. I'm trying to figure out how do I get vaccinated so that people don't get mad at me for hanging out with my friends. I don't know. I do not know.
Can you record the YMCA even though we can't see?
What was that nightmare of a comment? It was like a belch. It was a belch. It started with a belch. I'm impressed, actually. What about YMCA? I don't even know. That wasn't a question. I was trying to get me to sing, but I'm not gonna sing for you. It costs way more money.
Lego also made Kinects, some alternate version of it at least, but it failed terribly.
I feel like I have deja vu.
Yeah, I think it's just maybe confusing to just go to the next one. You already answered that.
Hi, my name is Tony. I made my own version of Auto Chopsticks, and I was wondering if I could get an STL or a CAD of yours so I can print my
Yeah,
own.
maybe. Just remodel it. It's a good exercise in CAD.
So I have an idea for like Jimmy Neutron. What if you make like like put a microphone near his like butthole, and then when he farts, it rickrolls everyone. It plays like on a loud it plays Never Gonna Give You Up on a
See, this
really loud
kid knows
speaker.
YouTube
So
titles
yeah,
and
that's my
thumbnails.
idea.
I built a robot that plays Rick Astley every time my cat farts. He doesn't really fart that much though. You know the problem with cats too is they just like they hate like physical contact. I mean he likes being pet, but like you can't really strap something to the cat. like we did with the dog. Even the dog just barely put up with that contraption strap to him. I can't imagine trying to strap a harness to a cat.
Or Sparkles.
Yeah.
Flying Red Devil with Peter Schreipel when?
Just go to the next one, baby. It's just a repeat.
It would be cool if you remade those old stop motion animations now.
Yeah.
Do you ever talk to Cameraman John?
Sometimes I have him help with like sound effects and stuff. He likes doing sound design. We're doing a sponsored video coming up, where we have to do like something that's going to need a lot of sound design, so I'll have him help with that. He's really good at that stuff.
We just had a bunch of wildfires in Oregon, so I feel the pain, bro. I feel the pain.
The heat, man. It's been a while, but every time we like smell anything that doesn't smell like a campfire or fireplace, it definitely makes you kind of not panic, but like it just sort of makes the hair on the back of your head stand up. Like, woo, here we go again.
Have you talked to Gavin from Symphonia?
No, unfortunately. Fortunately not. My the phone that I had WeChat installed on, it was like some burner phone I had a temporary SIM card, and I don't want to connect the phone to my Wi-Fi. So I haven't. No, I haven't.
Like, what's it like teaching in the current times, I guess? Because I try to ask teachers in my district, and they say that they can't give an answer.
Oh,
That's such a teacher. That's such a like corporate teacher answer.
It's really tough, and I mean I could talk about it for a long time, but I won't because William will get mad. It's really difficult. It's like you're trying to fly a plane while you're building at the same time is how like the beginning of the year was.
What? Where did you come
At
up
the
with
beginning
that
of the year.
analogy?
Yeah, that's how it felt like at the beginning because there was no like you were just I was so stressed.
That
Like
sounds
I
like
was
a Peter
covered in
Schreipel video. Building an airplane while flying it.
yeah, that's how it felt. It's like it's getting easier, but it's really sad. Like I love what I do, and now teaching online, it's not the same, and I just miss being in the classroom with the kids. And this like the sadness teachers feel is really intense, and people don't really talk about it.
You could be a streamer now.
Oh, it would be bad. I would never stop talking because it's sad. I love what I get to do, like my job, but I don't get to do it the right way now. Yeah.
Will you ever go on? Fuck.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely yes to that question.
Will you guys ever? Fuck.
Yes.
Are we ever going to get a RC pumpkin robot too?
Oh, that would be fun.
I don't know. It's the same thing though. I feel like every time I do videos like that, it doesn't like YouTube hates
What
it.
if we do? Okay, I have an idea. What if we do RC Pumpkin Bot 2 versus BattleBot?
If I
next year?
post that video, maybe what I should do is I should do a video about how nobody watches like these like more like silly science videos anymore. Like maybe it doesn't even matter. I don't even know. It just makes me like I feel so frustrated. Like I feel like I can't do like if I look at the old list of video ideas I have, I literally can't do any of them anymore because it just wouldn't do well. Look at like what these top science channels are doing. Like everyone's building crazy crap. Like Mark Rober's building crazy stuff. Stuff Made Here is building crazy stuff. And it's like even Michael has like slowly creeped into like spending more and more time trying to build something absolutely insane um for YouTube. And it's just like like, oh cool, everything you do has to be some like batshit crazy contraption. And it just makes it like kind of hard to do other ideas, more simple stuff.
Yeah.
The expectations are too damn high.
Make a as seen TV ad, or put one your the inventions on TV, on like the real TV.
Like as seen on TV products. I feel like testing some of those would be kind of funny to find some real crappy as seen on TV. I don't know.
Flying Red Devil with Peter Striple when?
How many videos have you deleted because I'm rewatching a channel and I feel like there's a lot less than there used to be, but maybe I'm just not remembering things properly.
No. I never deleted a video.
No, you haven't done that.
No, nothing I can think of. There might be a couple that are age restricted, or at least they're not monetized. The tattoo gun life hack and the nose surgery video.
William, stop breathing into your mic.
Got a fart?
Do you know what Cold Ones is, and will you ever go on?
Yes, and probably. Chad tried to bully me into doing it when I was in Australia last time, but I didn't want to change my flight.
Flying Red Devil with Peter Striple when?
I swear. See, this is just straight up on purpose this time.
Oi, William,
Oi.
I'm trying to be a fucking sunflower farmer.
Do it. Get it done. Don't let your dreams be dreams. I respect the hustle.
Damn, shameless Patreon plug.
Yeah, go. That's how I can tell how many comments we have in the pipe. Damn it, I gotta go faster.
I like McDonald's very much.
I just got a new job at McDonald's, and the HR person there was bragging about how well that chicken tastes exactly like Chick-fil-A. They're super excited about it.
That's really funny. It does.
Yeah, actually.
Flying Red Devil with Peter Striple when?
Did you vote for Kanye?
He did. Damn right. You're damn right I voted for Kanye.
Flying Red Devil with Peter Striple.
God.
Try to do some flying battle bots. Now that would be some really good comedy. Or
Flying battle bots, never. That will literally never happen. It's so you cannot make something that flies that's not fragile. It's like literally the worst two things to combine together: flight and combat.
What was your most dangerous science experiment besides your house burning down?
Trying to make a rocket skateboard. We had a rocket blow up. That was kind of scary. It was in a piece of pipe though, so that contained it. And then, oh my God, freaking Nigel, now Red. We made. Oh my God, this is so stupid. I have to like make this video, but it has to be all narrated because it's like not organized at all, and it's a total disaster. We made exploding underwear. We made underwear. We took underwear and turned them into flash cotton. Did it work? Kind of. Was it awful? Yeah. Nitric acid on a patio. It was so bad.
Are you ever gonna
Yes, Queen.
Flying Red Devil with Peter Schreiber.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if that's sent. I guess I sent twice. My bad.
Are you worried that once Corona has ended, there's gonna be a lot more air pollution with all this plane travel and field trips and stuff? And road trips, I mean.
No, I don't think so. I think it'll be a slow change. I think a lot of people are going to be used to working from home, and people will have like kind of normalized and maybe discover that their jobs can be done from home and put up a fight if they are forced back into the office. Like the worst part of working is driving. Like I've easily put 100,000 miles on that Ford Taurus driving, probably across all the cars I've had driving like back from home to school to work, between two different counties. And like driving is so bad and so horrendous. And I think that nobody wants to drive. And so you're probably going to see less driving after this. And it's going to be still a slow transition back to like normalization of, what things were like before COVID. So I don't think you're not going to see like, an explosion in emissions, I don't think.
Bro, I kind of know the feeling. A bunch of the area around my house was burned in a forest fire. We live in northern Oregon, so yeah, forest fires kind of suck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel for people who have to deal with the same crap. And you get to deal with the other people who say like, I would have stayed there and fight it. I would have did this. I would have did that. And it's like, kiss my ass. It's so much worse than you think.
Yeah.
Where are some places you would like to visit in Japan? There's many cool places, but what are some in particular that you'd like to revisit if you go back? Or when you go back, should I say?
Man, see, that's the thing is it's hard. It's so hard. Like I just like Tokyo is great, but even within Tokyo, there's so much other stuff. But then there's other cities. But it's like I
We
don't
want
really
to go to
know.
Kyoto.
Yeah, but I don't even know why. Like I don't even know because I just don't even know. Like I just want to do it, but I'd almost like need to find someone who has actually done a lot of traveling there to like put together a list of things that they, recommend. I don't know. I mean, even into where were we in Tokyo? Do you remember?
Chiyoda.
So like we were in a pretty small area, so we were able to make it down to the that one that like the Kawaii Strip. What is that? What was that called?
Harajuku.
Harajuku. But that's still, it's like, the bubble of Tokyo that we went around was like not even big. Yeah, I don't know. I want to do more of it, but I don't know what.
Here he comes. Knock, knock, William. Knock, knock.
Oh my god. This joke is going to take like an hour to get there.
I'm in school to be a high school history teacher. Do you have any advice for an inspiring history teacher?
Oh man.
Well, for me, just like if you're passionate and you're excited, your kids will be excited.
Yeah,
if you're bored, they'll be bored.
I think that's a great thing to say because I've definitely experienced the opposite of good teachers, and it's really easy to tell when you have a bad teacher because they're not excited at all about the material. Like I took a calculus slash linear algebra class. No, it was differential equation slash linear algebra in community college, and that lady was probably one of the most awful, boring teachers I've ever had. She just sat in front of the overhead projector and moved the paper down over the transparency that she'd clearly been using for like a decade. And man, there's nothing more painful than a teacher that doesn't care about the material because then nobody else cares about the material. So do the opposite of that.
And the answer is Atch. I have to wait 3 seconds, sorry. So it's Atch.
Was that the joke?
I have no idea.
1 out of 10.
Bless you.
What do you think would happen if your significant
It's a great question. Thanks, fans, for asking it.
What's happened to the chicken nugget in the back of the car?
There's always like a really long
What's
pause.
happened to the chicken nugget in the back of the car?
I think they need to fix. I think they need to fix the comment. There's so many people do like. I was watching a bunch of news clips during the Texas freeze, and like the news, they do it, I think, to play it safe. But there's always this really awkward pause between the journalist and the anchor communicating. It'll be like, "Yeah, we're going to Gary down in Waco." And then it cuts to Gary. Gary's just sitting there. Thanks, Shane. I'm here in Waco. It's like there was one. Oh man, I don't even remember how funny this because that's what I feel like. This is like awkward pauses for days with these comments.
Caretaker, do you ever get recognized by your students, and if so, how often?
Oh God, they all know.
Well, yeah, like I mean, I don't know if the question is like, I think most people like if they see me as their teacher in public, they don't like not because I'm married to a YouTube person, but do I ever see my students in public? Not normally. I live like 15 minutes from where I work, and most kids don't really, go anywhere without their
I feel like
parents.
they're more asking if the kids have figured it out.
Oh, well, yeah, the first day of school.
Yeah, they definitely know before they even get into the classroom.
Yeah.
You guys' science fair, whatever, middle school science projects reminded me of mine. I didn't have a science fair or anything. We just talked about the states, the 50 U.S. states.
Oh, God.
And there were 70 of us in one class. So we basically just copied each other's presentations, and it was like a required thing you had to go to after school. So it was very, very interesting.
So you had to listen to 20 states twice. The pain. That's actually a nightmare. That's the kind of crap that makes kids hate school.
I remember my school project, my science school project. It was supposed to be for something like environmental stuff, and for some reason the person that beat everybody had a edible spoon. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's actually good for the environment.
Oh,
Never mind.
That's kind of a cool project. Like a spoon that you could eat when you're done using it.
Yeah, that's.
You want to play some Conan Exiles here in a little bit?
Conan Exiles, is that a game? This is a game. I never played it. I just been playing Warzone. Dear God, though, my heart rate skyrockets when I play Warzone. What else was I gonna play? I wanted to play the new Coffee Stain Studio that a lot of people have been playing, like Valheim or something. It's really fun. Okay, let's do a couple more, and then Chelsea and I are gonna head out.
Hey, what are your plans for the BattleBot?
Just some repairs, some upgrades. I really want to do human versus BattleBot. I think that might be one of like the sort of final things that I do with it. Is just basically do like some ballistics gel, like print. I'm gonna print my skull, so I have a big resin printer that a company called Pio Poly sent me. I'm gonna print my skull and then using the scan that I have, my CAT scan, print my skull and then cast ballistics gel around it in the shape of my skin, like my flesh for my head. And do just like a full blown BattleBot versus human. I have a bunch of friends from BattleBots, and so I'm thinking of actually spicing things up by meeting up with them. So bringing my robot to them or having them come down to me, and trying different types of weapons on like what would happen if BattleBot versus human. Kind of taboo it. The show won't do it, so I'll do it.
I feel like you should collab with the Hacksmith again. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, they're just far. Canada. They're like not only on like the East Coast, but like north, like Canada, East Coast. Like it's just very, very like not easy to do that.
I deeply apologize for sending you a very cringy email about Lenovo.
Wait, what did you send me? Oh, Lenovo. Lenovo? that what he said?
A cringy email about that.
What did somebody send? I don't know. It's okay, whatever.
The cat DNA tests kind of sound like a scam. Like, you know,
Yeah,
we've tested 1,000 different genetic markers and we've determined that it's a house cat.
I mean, I was thinking the exact same thing. You know, they could just tell you it was a dog, and you'd be like, "All right, cool. My cat's a dog."
If you could teleport to any time, anywhere, literally anywhere, not in this galaxy, it could be outside of this galaxy, what time or like what event would you want to see, and where would it be?
I think this is gonna sound kind of sad, but I think that a time where you have the most advanced technology, but not the internet. So probably the like 90s or early 2000s. I feel like the internet has caused like a lot of grief. It's done a lot of cool things, but I think that the internet and social media is like causing some serious psychological issues in young adults and kids and even adults these days.
Agreed.
How do you work this thing? Oh, okay. Hello. I have a joke.
All right, we want to do a couple more. We'll go to 6:15 or 6. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think Bigfoot is just pictures of furries roaming the wilderness?
You know what? That's actually probably one of the best theories I've actually ever heard about Bigfoot. Pack it up, boys. We figured it out.
Yes. Do second video channel on the chicken nugget. What did I say?
All right, I'll do. All right, you've convinced me.
What's one of the best things that's happened to you during quarantine?
Just being able to spend more time with Jimmy Neutron and Caretaker. I think that it's before quarantine. I was like living between two places, and so that was, a lot.
Sucked.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to like slow down a little bit.
Yeah, that's my
No,
favorite
please
part.
post the egg drop videos from 2 years ago. That sounds hilarious.
Okay.
You should get a CMU cam and make the combat robot autonomous, because then you would beat out Backyard Scientist as the most dangerous science YouTuber.
Man, that is. I'm trying to think who's more. Kevin is dangerous for like a variety of reasons. Like I feel everyone has like their danger level. Like Peter's dangerous because he just does things that are inherently dangerous. Kevin does stuff that's inherently dangerous, but he also just does it in dangerous ways. Who's more dangerous though? Who scares me the most? The hacksmith. The hacksmith. They've done a couple of things that just make my head spin. Where I'm like, you guys are out of your minds. They did some like Thanos' sword spinning around. That I don't know what they were thinking. There's something else. Oh, we were talking about the other day. The worst thing I've ever seen a science channel do was this French channel, like Experiment Boy, I think it's called. They filled a trailer, like a camper, up with bags of oxyacetylene. And they were like putting the bags in the trailer by hand. Like they were filling trash bags up with oxyacetylene mix and putting it into the trailer. And I'm like sitting there watching, like this can't be real, because oxyacetylene. I don't know if anyone's ever seen oxyacetylene explode. Like it's a welding gas that's mix oxygen, like fuel and oxygen in like a perfect ratio. And so when you have a large quantity of that ratio mixed, it detonates like a bomb. And they were handling large quantities of mixed oxyacetylene and like plastic bags and trailers, like fabric, like as a recipe for static electricity. Holy crap. And you should see what happens to the trailer when they actually detonate it on purpose. But like that was a one-way ticket to just completely exploding yourself from a little bit of a static charge. I still don't understand like how that idea came to be.
Since you like electronic music, do you know about not do you know, but were you sad when Daft Punk said that they were splitting up? And also, there's this electronic artist. They're called Odessa. It's Odessa, but the second S is just a Z. So yeah, go listen to
Odessa.
them, I
I'll check
guess.
that out. I feel like Daft Punk. I don't know. I like Daft Punk, but I don't like it that much. Like I'm not like super sad because there's a bunch of music. They have a lot of good songs. Maybe it was overplayed. Maybe that's why I'm a little indifferent to it. I don't know. All right, we'll do one more.
When are we getting a collab with I Did a Thing?
We did one at my house last year, 2 years ago with the gun hat. He's in Carp Tank, and we have an egg drop with him that's unreleased. So you'll probably get something soon. I want to go to Australia. He actually, this is really sad. Alex was gonna come here. He wanted to like move here for a couple of years. And then coronavirus, and then he can't travel at all. And so he wanted to come to the States for a bit. He was supposed to come last year. We were gonna just do the thing we always do where everybody hangs out and we do science and have fun and complain about YouTube, and then it all fell apart. Yay. All right, thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out and asking the same damn questions over and over and over and over and over and over again.
I don't think that's their fault. It's hard.
No,
We're
I'm
learning.
just joking. I think it's just confusing. Maybe there's no queue or something, so it's hard to tell if the question actually was submitted. And we will see you guys again. See you on YouTube.
Yes.
See you on Twitch. I've been on Twitch, not as much as I should be. And yeah, adios. Thanks for talking, Caretaker.
Yeah, no problem. Now make me dinner.
Okay, bye. See you guys.
Bye.